So I'm Greg Bledsoe. I'm an emergency physician by training, but my real passion is expedition medicine. I put this together with some friends of mine because we got really frustrated going to the typical medical education events that you would sit through one good lecture and then you'd have 2 or 3 that were just duds. And you would think to yourself, why am I wasting my time? I could just get this out of a textbook. And so what we did was we went around and we found people who were true experts in their subject matter. The type of people that you'll be interacting with at an Expedmed event are true experts who have field experience and who are excellent communicators and can communicate this sort of teaching to people in a lively way and in a fun way that makes the content stick so that you can go home and you can actually use it. So the experts are really the highlight of what we do at Expedmed. So we are great at what we do because we involve excellent people. It's really an amazing group. So for instance, Ken Kamler is one that we always like to highlight because he's a personal hero of mine as well as being a friend. And Ken was there at the top of Everest when the blizzard hit in 1996 and killed multiple people and was turned into the Everest movie recently. Ken was the only physician on the mountain, and he's credited with saving a number of people who were on the mountain at the time. And Ken has become a very dear friend and also one of our main faculty members at Expedmed. He wrote a chapter in our textbook. He talks about his experiences on Everest, and he has some amazing experience even outside of the mountain medicine stuff that he does. So he's just one of them. Dr. Callahan, who's affiliated with Harvard, he's an infectious disease expert, and he's done research on snake envenomations, high altitude work. He's done a lot of work with mass casualty events regarding infectious disease. So for instance, when the Ebola outbreak broke out in Africa a couple of years ago, Michael was one of the ones that went and helped with that. Another person that I like to talk about is Dr. Howard Donner. Howard is a world-renowned expedition physician. He's been all over the world. He leads expeditions still to this day. The reason to come to an event like this is because of our exceptional faculty, and this is just a few of the guys that we use. We have another 6 to 10 folks who we rotate through, but these will be the ones that will be here in March. You know, for people who are not planning on going overseas in the near future, I would still recommend a course like this simply because we have a lot of these esoteric things that come through these days. So 50 years ago, the chances of you seeing malaria, for instance, in the emergency department in Arkansas or somewhere else, it would be very, very rare. But with the world shrinking because of international travel, as the Ebola outbreak demonstrated a few years ago, things that happen overseas can come to us on our doorstep, even if we're not traveling ourselves. So it's always good for clinicians, nurses and doctors who are working in the United States to be familiar with the core content of tropical medicine, because you never know what could happen. We offer 16 hours of CME, which is quite a bit because in most states you're required to have 20 to 25 per year. So you can come to our event and in 2 days knock out almost your year's worth of continuing medical education. So if people are interested in this, they really need to register early and register now because the seats are filling up.